Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick little update about food, sugar, carbohydrates, to be precise. It's a phenomenon, actually, because so many people just take it for granted and actually think that they are right when they say this. Carbohydrates are an essential nutrient and our main source of fuel, right? And that is referring to a person I was having a chat with on Facebook earlier, or commented on her post of a restaurant saying, she said super healthy restaurant, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, I looked at the photos of the food and I went, well, it doesn't look so healthy to me because you've got bread there, you've got rice there, you've got this and that there, you've got sugary stuff too. So then she wrote back to me saying, well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Rice is healthy. We all eat rice in Asia, Southeast Asia, all of Asia, whatever. Rice is eaten everywhere, by the way, not just in Asia. And she said carbohydrate is sugar and sugar is fuel. We need carbohydrate, we need sugar to fuel our bodies. Wow, well, okay, well, there you go. That is the problem in society today, because that's how much the food industry and the overall industrial complex and well, pharmaceutical industry and so forth have manipulated people to believe that carbohydrates, sugar are a necessary and even essential nutrient, when they're absolutely the contrary, the opposite. Rice, for example, has 95% is water, 95% water, and the rest is just carbohydrates, which is sugar. So there is next to no nutrients in rice, and that's what people don't understand. So when you watch people eating a dish for food with, let's say, vegetables, meat, and rice, you will always observe that 50% of the dish is rice. So the majority of the plate is rice. All right, and that also goes for French fries or chips, as they call them in England. So if you look at a burger, for example, served on a plate with a big bun and then French fries next to it, and you take away the burger bun, you take away the French fries, and you put the meat on the plate, guess what you got left? You've got about 20% of the size of the plate food left. That just goes to show. Now, if you remove the rice from a dish, you've from a big brown plate, you've only got about 1/3 of the plate left with real food-ish, if you know what I mean. I mean, if it's cooked in good oils, which is usually not. It's usually cooked in seed oils, canola, vegetable oils, canola, sunflower, palm oil. What's the other one again? I forget. Tofu. Yeah, you know what I mean. So all of these foods are these misconceptions that rice is healthy and rice is necessary and carbohydrates are the main source of fuel are completely wrong. Because humans' preferred fat fuel is, fuel is fat. So the human being's body preferred fuel to burn, to exist, to live, to strive fast, to be strong, to be lean is fat. That's it. We are natural born so-called fat burners. And that happens when you transform your metabolism from sugar carbohydrate burning, which constantly has you hungry, going back for more food, to fat burning. Okay, you become a fat burner. That means you have to eat meat, fish, seafood, eggs, and animal fats, and other things like cheese, high-fat yogurt, and a few other items like dark chocolate is okay too, and healthy cooking oils such as coconut oil, butter, ghee, and olive oil to a degree, and avocado oil also. But it's such a brainwashing maneuver that's been going on here in the last 50, 60 years, which is why so many people have become obese, got type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and are dying of heart disease and strokes, because that's what happens to the body when you eat this terrible food. And that's when you get fat everywhere, you get tired, you get all kinds of ailments, starting from acne, going to like I said, heart disease, headaches, cancer, you name it, sleepless, terrible sleep, etc., stress, all of that comes from food. And that is all thanks to sugar and carbohydrates. Yes, because pure sugar is sugar. And carbohydrates, which is anything made from grains, wheat, barley, hops, and so on, corn, that is all processed into carbohydrate-laden junk food, right? Which is bread, pasta, rice, bread, pasta, noodles. Rice is also a grain, so it belongs in the category also of carbohydrates. Potato chips, French fries, all those kinds of things. I mean, there's like all the candy, all that shit too. It's all junk food. So everything that people, 90% of what is available in supermarkets today is absolute junk food, is rubbish. And the same goes for restaurants, because if you look at the menus, you will see that the majority of the food served there in restaurants has a little bit of meat and mostly carbohydrates. Like you look at Italian food, for example. I mean, it's crazy. You've got pasta, you've got pizza, and you've got sandwiches and baguettes and bread, whatever. It's just absolutely crazy. You go into a bakery, it's just covered with croissants, baguettes, chocolate croissants, and more and more and more. It's just non-stop sugar. So you've got the sugar added to the baked goods, and you've got the white flour, which is milled into white flour, which then converts into sugar in your bloodstream. And you are full of sugar. That means you're a sugar addict, and your pancreas can't keep up with the insulin production, which means you're going to soon become insulin resistant, which also therefore means that your pancreas breaks down and you become a type 2 diabetic, which is deadly if you don't do something about it. Now, type 2 diabetes can be reversed. It's never too late to reverse it, but you have to take action. You have to start eating real food, which is, again, protein, meat, fish, seafood, red meat, all meats, eggs, lots and lots of eggs, and coconut oil, butter, ghee, and so on. Okay, that is the bottom line truth. Stay away from sugar, stay away from carbohydrates. Believe me, it's the worst thing for you to put in your mouth. It's absolutely terrible. Whoever tells you otherwise, they have no clue what they're talking about, particularly restaurant owners. They know nothing about food at all. So I had this little discussion with this lady, I think from Cambodia, who owns a restaurant there, who clearly has no idea what she's talking about, and then she has the gall to argue with me, a certified nutritionist for 10 years now, who's helped thousands of people back to health, lose weight, and become strong and lean again, and regain their optimal health again. And that's what I do. I'm Rob's Health Coach. So join me on the journey back to health. And believe me, stay away from carbohydrates and sugar. That's the best thing you can do for your health forever. Trust me on that one. Bye-bye.